I think, decision making has been for quite a while completely concentrated in the White House, with the exception of the Pentagon. I think the Pentagon remains a very powerful force. The State Department was destroyed by Rex Tillerson. And I can tell you that people like Joseph Yun, who was the special envoy for North Korea, who did some great work. He went to North Korea and he brought back Otto Warmbier, unfortunately in a coma. And he did, made great efforts to open negotiation channels with North Koreans. But, largely, and I don't think I'm speaking too much out of school here. I'm just someone I've known for quite a while. Largely, he did that on his own. On his own. I mean, there was no coordination with the NSC, very little with the White House. He describes it as a chaotic situation. I don't think people realize how bad it is. And now I think, Pompeo is sitting over in the State Department and people saying, oh, this is great. He's going to bring the State Department back into the game, and, maybe we'll finally get some appointments. We have no ambassador. Now we had no ambassador in South Korea. Now we've appointed Admiral Harris, a choice I'm not particularly enthusiastic about, and for reasons I could explain if you're interested. But the reality is that I think that Pompeo is going to be more of the kind of Secretary of State we've seen, like with Henry Kissinger or with even Condi Rice, which is a Secretary of State who basically relies on their personal relationship to the president and doesn't really, the rest of the building, the bottom, the 6 floors below him, are not really that engaged. And I say this sadly as the son of a career Foreign Service officer with many, many, many friends in the Foreign Service, including many retirees, that, that role is just not what it used to be. And unfortunately, that's where real expertise lies. I mean, people who've spent years and years trying to understand Korea, no one's talking to them. And I don't think they're going to be talked to. There's some people in the intelligence community who are being drawn on, but honestly, they don't have active experience as negotiators, and that's a very important thing. So, yeah, it's going to be thin, but in the end, I guess you could argue that Donald Trump has already said, I believe at one point, he said, I don't need any of these people. I am the foreign policy of the United States. And I think he spoke the truth, at least from the point of view of himself.